Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to continue reading out of my workbook for letting go to the pathway to surrender. So this is the shadow work portion of the book, that yellow book that I read called Letting Go. It just helps you to relieve things that are no longer serving your best and your highest good. And we're moving on to another key lesson, and it's going to be on anger. And number one portion of the key lesson for anger. The first crucial lesson in the chapter on rage is to investigate the possible of utilizing anger productively. Recognize that when anger is directed constructively, it can be a strong force for transformation and boundary setting. Learn to control your anger in a manner that fosters personal development, empowerment, and successful communication. And we're going to do a self-reflection question on anger. Number one, it says, how do you see and express your rage? Can you recognize any helpful or destructive habits of rage expression? Can you build a more positive and helpful attitude towards anger? Well, absolutely, guys. And I've said this before. I have a bachelor's and a master's in science of psychology. And I worked with trauma. My forensic interviewed for about 5 years, many different trauma victims. And just understanding that rage that people have, or the rage that you might be suppressing, which is not a positive either, that it's all coming from a place of hurt and pain. Anger in psychology is not even in the definition of an emotion. Anger is just a result of you being hurt. So something is hurting you, and most of the time this is something that's passed on from family down the family, like one of your parents possibly was very angry and you adapted that, or you went the other way and you people pleased as a result of it. And again, people pleasing is not any more positive than you going around shouting and being angry, because you're suppressing that poison within you. And 818 on the clock as I said that. But just understanding that you adapted that as a child because more than likely you weren't being heard and your emotions weren't being met. But understanding now you're an adult and you can communicate in a very calm, rational manner. So if somebody is crossing a boundary and that is why you're getting angry, you need to reiterate the boundary. This is a boundary of mine. I don't like how you're starting to make me feel. This makes me feel like you don't care, or whatever the case may be. But I need you to respect that you are making me feel uncomfortable and I'm starting to get emotional at this time or frustrated at this time. Or if you are a people pleaser and you suppress it, again, stating that boundary out loud. Do not shrink and do not feel like your voice is not something that needs to be heard. In order for you to live a harmonious balance, you have to have your yin and yang in balance. So yang is the divine masculine and yin is the divine feminine, and they both need to be in harmonious balance. So if you're teetering too much in the yang, the masculine energy, and you're screaming and yelling, then you need to have a little bit more empathy and understanding that people are only coming from the place where they are, and understanding that you can't control other people and what they say and do, but what you can do is control yourself, and you're going to like yourself a lot better if you're not screaming and yelling. You're going to feel guilty after that screaming and yelling, and then negative karma is going to come in as a result of it, I believe. So you don't want that. So that's a negative. So kind of checking yourself and checking the person that's starting to make you feel that way, because they're crossing a boundary. So being clear and firm on your boundaries. And then if you're not standing up for yourself, making sure that you're being clear also about your boundaries as well. So I really hope this helps. I love you all. and anything you can't figure out, just surrender it to Source, God, the universe, and ask for their help and assistance. Namaste.